And there's some more serious weather brewing around the country. A Category 1 cyclone has been declared off the northwest Australian coast, and a tsunami warning was triggered this morning after an underwater earthquake off the coast of Sumatra. The quake was centred about 400 kilometres southwest of Banda Aceh, the same area that generated the Asian tsunami 6 years ago. Chris Ryan is a co-director of the Australian Tsunami Warning Centre at the Bureau of Meteorology. He says today's quake was a crucial test for authorities across the region.
They performed pretty well. This was an important event. It's actually the first time since the new Indian Ocean Tsunami Warning System came into operation last year that we've been close to issuing warnings for Indian Ocean countries. 7.2 is a pretty powerful earthquake, but it was well offshore, and our tsunami model assessment suggested that it was just below the warning threshold. So we said no threat. Some of the other warning centres gauged it to be a little bit higher. So it was a big earthquake, but a bit too far offshore to cause a damaging tsunami.
Western Australia today is bracing for a Category 1 cyclone that's expected to cross the Pilbara coast this evening. What's your assessment there?
Yeah, Tropical Cyclone Heidi, Category 1, formed overnight, or was named overnight. It's heading southwards right now. Looks like it will cross the coast, the Pilbara coast, tomorrow morning or overnight. Not expected to get above Category 1, so winds up to 100 kilometres per hour, maybe 120 kilometres per hour as it crosses the coast. Still dangerous, but once it crosses the coast it will start to weaken.
And we're seeing some pretty extreme temperatures more broadly across the country. Queensland's sweltering, but Victoria is bracing for some of its coldest days in 3 years.
Coldest for January, yes. 19 degrees in Melbourne today is 5 or 6 degrees below the average, and it's pretty blustery and showery. There has been snow up at Mount Hotham already, forecasting snow down to 1,400 metres. Same for Tasmania, it's pretty cold down there too, snow down to 1,000 metres in the south of Tassie.
Just briefly then, what's the outlook? Clearly we're not used to seeing snow at this time of the year in Australia.
Well, no, it seems odd, doesn't it? But in fact, we get an event like this, similar to this, about once a year. It seems strange after some of the hot temperatures we've had, but the atmosphere has so much energy in it at this time of year that you get these wild fluctuations.
Chris Ryan in Melbourne, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.